Welcome back to Bow News Network. We're actually working on our latest live weather report coming to you live. We're taking a closer look at severe weather in the region of Iowa, Wisconsin, as well as Illinois. And we're taking a closer look at some pockets of severe very high level of buoyancy and cape energy in the region of the Great Lakes. So we're going to take a closer look and see exactly what that means for going forward with the weather for today on August 10th. So we can see that temperatures are in some regions are actually, we can see in eastern Texas, Houston, and Dallas are in the mid 90s, and along the mid Atlantic in the region of Georgia, Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina are also in the 90s, but cooling off trend in the region of Boston, 71 degrees, New York City, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, Miami, 87. If we look to the severe drought region of the southwest coast, we see LA at 82 degrees Fahrenheit and San Francisco 69 along the coast there, and Medford, Oregon 77 degrees, and Seattle 76 degrees Fahrenheit. So as we take a look at this weather report, we can see a clear pattern of very high temperatures in the region of Kansas, Nebraska, going into the region of South Dakota, as well as Missouri. And we do see some pretty steep lapse rates, which are very levels of unstable air, as well as cape level in the region of Illinois and Iowa, as well as Missouri. And that's where we actually see on our radar some severe weather. So if we actually take a look at the severe weather in that region, we can actually see from our Doppler radar some severe thunderstorms actually in the region just to the west of Chicago, in the region of Cedar Rapids, as well as Waterloo, and we're looking at in Des Moines, Iowa, cells that are actually moving through, and some severe thunderstorms as they make their way on a track of east northeast towards into the state of Wisconsin. So we're taking a closer look at that tropical storms in that region of severe weather. That entire region is actually slated for receiving some severe thunderstorms going into the evening, as well as the later night. We do see some mid-level trough activity that's actually progressing and helping to push this severe weather into the region of the Great Lakes, also into the region of Pennsylvania and New York. And we see some significant wind damage and hail coupled with this high level of cape energy. When we were looking at the cape energy, we could actually see it on our profile here, where we actually see very high levels of cape energy in the region of central Illinois, actually in the region of southern Wisconsin also. And that is actually contributing to some of the unstable air mass and severe thunderstorms that we actually could see on our Doppler radar here, that we actually showed earlier. And we just see a clear pattern of as far as from the Storm Prediction Center, of that severe level of cape energy that's just helping to fuel quite a bit of thunderstorm activity in the region of Cedar Rapids, as well as Des Moines, as well as Rockford. So that entire region is going to be seeing some distinct patterns of severe thunderstorms going into the evening. As we take a closer look at what's actually happening with our severe weather forecast, we can actually see that we do have a marginal threat for the region of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio, as well as Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Cleveland, Ohio. And we do have a slight marginal risk, a slight risk for the region of Chicago. As you could see on the Doppler radar, those severe thunderstorms are actually lining up exactly with that enhanced region that we were actually looking at earlier. And we see in Chicago, Detroit, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Kansas City, Missouri, as well as St. Louis, Missouri, has a slight risk for severe weather in that region, basically meaning they're going to be prone to more severe thunderstorms, and that entire region that we see on this Storm Prediction Center forecast does line up pretty predictively with the Cape Energy. Some spots were coming in at over 4,700 joules per kilogram, and if we overlap that with the Storm Prediction Center model, we do see where those thunderstorms are actually lining up, and we actually see them presenting themselves in our Doppler radar with some very, very heavy storm cells, and some of them are forecasted to be in that range and zone and storm helicity for the next 4.5 hours. So we're going to be taking a closer look at it. As far as a more enhanced alert, you can see clearly that we are looking at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, Aurora, Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, and Naperville, Illinois. That entire region is more in the enhanced zone for severe weather. So we're going to be taking a closer look throughout the day on our Doppler radar, and we'll probably bring you another update should the weather in that region become very, very heavy with more severe cells and pushing through, supercells pushing through with severe wind and hail. We do anticipate that in the region, as you can see, that overlapping region of Wisconsin, Illinois, as well as the Missouri area, that there's going to be in Iowa, there's going to be possibly severe thunderstorms with significant wind damage and possibly hail, and that will progress into the Great Lakes area. Further, we anticipate that that will migrate further and influence the weather in the region of Pennsylvania as well as New York State. So this all has to do with stemming from mid-level troughs that have actually been in the region and impacting the area. We do see some marginal possible thunderstorm activity in the region of central New Mexico. We do see some scattered thunderstorms in the region of Flagstaff, Arizona, with possible flash flood warnings. We have been seeing some severe flash flood advisories over the last few weeks in the region of Arizona. So whether or not that's actually helping to alleviate some of the drought monitor risk in that region, it's just that flash floods are never good. Hopefully, in the future, the precipitation will be a little bit more evenly spread out across the state of Arizona to help them alleviate the risk of severe and alleviate what they're actually going through with extreme drought. But unfortunately, we don't see that extending all the way into California, where many of the severe wildfires are actually in that region. So as we take a look at the weather across the country, we do see that possible thunderstorm activity if you live in the region of the Mississippi Valley, the upper Mississippi Valley, Kentucky region, and also in the region of West Virginia and also Pennsylvania. So we are taking a closer look at that region going forward, but we do see some severe thunderstorm activity as far as in the region of Des Moines, Iowa, as well as Indianapolis, Chicago region. We do anticipate that low mid-level trough will be extending its way and influencing the weather as far as severe thunderstorms into the region of Illinois, going into the latter part of the evening, and of course in this region here for Iowa and Illinois. So that is actually the weather that we're actually taking a closer look at right now, and do keep in mind that with the temperatures escalating, make sure that you stay hydrated for this summer, and also take a look at the temperatures. We do see the temperatures in the mid 90s in the region of upper Mississippi state, northern Alabama, northern Georgia. That entire region of the Central Plains has higher temperatures at this particular time, and we do see 100 degrees in the region of Kansas, and basically the mid 90s all the way from Louisiana up through Arkansas and Missouri, into the region all the way up to Minnesota. So that is our weather forecast for today, August 10th. If this is your first time with Bow News Network, by all means, please subscribe and smash that notification bell. Share this weather report with friends and family, and definitely if the weather is impacting you and you'll actually get a benefit from this weather report, then by all means, please share it with friends and family. We do appreciate all of our subscribers, and thank you for watching Bow News Network, and have a great day.